Today is the 7th of June and this is the last video I will make on the subject of the election. Now, you may ask, why is he making these videos? I ask myself the same question. And I think it's partly because I miss being a history teacher and banging on about stuff. Because the thing about being a teacher is you get the chance to vent, particularly when you do history, have a good rant. A lot of my colleagues who teach history, I know, will not pass up the opportunity to have a good vent about something, get it off their chest, to a bunch of Year 8 kids who've got no idea what they're talking about. But that doesn't matter. But the other one was to sort of work my way through what I thought was going on rather than what was happening. And I sort of stand by the original premise, which was that we were moving towards a right-wing seizure of power. And I don't think that that view has changed much. I have been reassured through the election process that many people have come out and spoken with compassion and from a place of conscience and with a view of community and justice in this campaign. I think that Jeremy Corbyn has been an immense figure of dignity in the face of horrendous lies about him in the right-wing press. I think that Theresa May has shown herself as the face of fascism because she has said nothing and done nothing and promised nothing in terms of what she will do when she wins the election other than be in power. She has become the queen of empty rhetoric. Whereas at least Jeremy will try and answer questions, even though he might have forgotten the figures. But at least he tries. So he's impressed me with his dignified and conscience-driven approach to what he's been doing. So even if he loses, I think he comes out of it with a lot of credit. I still think the Tories will win, despite the polls closing. There is a conspiracy theory that suggests that the right have put out the scarers because they feel that will motivate Tory voters to get out if they think it's a close run thing. Maybe something in that. What I think will happen is that we will sleepwalk our way into a totalitarian state. I think that the Tories will win, that the Scots will vote for independence, the Tories will reluctantly let them go, safe in the knowledge that we'll have an England, a Wales and possibly Northern Ireland, or possibly not, who knows, that will be perpetually conservative. And that will give them an enormous amount of power to do what they do, which is fundamentally preserve the status quo, service big business. We will have a workforce that has lower and lower pay and worse conditions so that we will be able to compete better in international trade. It will perhaps promote a reignition of manufacturing in this country as people work for less and less. We'll challenge Bangladesh and Vietnam. As they come up, we go down. But it will certainly destroy our social welfare, and our health service will be privatised. We will have a two-tier system, and if you're lucky enough to be on the top tier, you'll be fine. You'll get every test under the sun. If unfortunately you're on the lower tier, you'll be fairly screwed if you get something serious happening to you. The irony is, if I was to vote from a personal point of view, I would vote for the Tories. Because if Labour get in, I'll pay more tax. My business won't do as well because it'll be taxed higher. So, you know, when the Tories win, I'll be better off personally. But in terms of a kind of emotional and moral life, it will be much poorer because I will live in an unjust society. And the last time this happened, I went to live in Prague for 5 years. I can't do that now. I have children and a business here, so leaving's not an option. So I'll have to stay and put up with it. But then again, maybe something else will happen and I'll be wrong. I know the audience for these videos amounts to about 6, and I thank you all for watching, and I know who you are, and I love you to bits, thank you. But by putting it on YouTube, it remains in the public domain. And maybe in 20 years' time, when we're living in our dystopian nightmare of a state ruled by Michael Gove, who will never die because he'll be run by some robot computer, somebody will rediscover these videos and say, wow, he was a prophet, he knew exactly what would happen, the man's a genius. And then they'll come and keep my door down as I sit in my dotage, and they'll haul me off to be interrogated and tortured and killed by Boris Johnson. What a terrible thought. Not being killed, having to talk to Boris Johnson. Tomorrow we vote for it. God help us all.